Everyone's heard of irrigation. It's one of humanity's oldest farming practices, going back to the ancient Egyptians in 1800 BC, where natural rainfall was unable to support local crops. What you may not have heard of is something a bit more modern called chemigation. Chemigation is the addition of chemicals to irrigation water in order to distribute the additive to the crop being watered. In 1958, the practice was first used in agriculture to fertilize crops. Today, it is also used on golf courses and other commercial applications. Chemigation can be broken into a number of subsets based on specific products being added to the irrigation water. The widest use is in fertigation, the application of fertilizer through sprinkler systems. The second widest use is botanical control, which includes fungicides, growth regulators, and weed control. And thirdly is pest control, which includes crop-damaging insects such as aphids, nematodes, caterpillars, and other invertebrates. It is also possible to get rid of these nuisance bugs like mosquitoes, ticks, ants, etc., which makes this the fastest growing market in residential applications. There are a number of technologies available that make chemigation possible. The oldest is called the Venturi system, where a specially designed fitting called a Venturi fitting creates a vacuum to draw the treatment into the stream of water. These systems require no additional power and work on the water flow, but this does cause a loss of pressure. These units are easy to use but are not adjustable and usually do not work without constant monitoring and adjustment to the chemical concentration. Siphoning is another technique that uses a vacuum to draw treatment into the water stream. However, it eliminates pressure loss by using natural suction created by an irrigation pump. Siphoning systems utilize an above-ground centrifugal well pump, which draws water out of a well or other water supply. They have the same disadvantages as the Venturi device, since it cannot adjust for differing flows. Restricted flow injection system uses water pressure differential across a fitting to force a small amount of water into a reservoir. These units can either have a membrane to separate the injection solution from the incoming water, or use solutions with heavier densities so that they mostly stay separated from the water in the solution tank. Electric injection pumps also inject treatment into irrigation systems. The two most common types are peristaltic and diaphragm pumps, which can deliver consistent amounts of treatment regardless of the system pressure. These systems can be adjusted manually or through a sophisticated control system. The biggest disadvantage of electric injection pumps is that they need electricity and a control mechanism such as a pump start relay for when the irrigation system is operating. Water-driven injection pumps, however, work based on water flow and eliminate the need for electricity and control mechanisms. They are considered proportional feeders, meaning they self-adjust to the chemical injection rate based on the water flow. Water-driven piston pumps and diaphragm pumps are two technologies that provide easier and more accurate injection systems for irrigation contractors. This could allow chemigation to find its way to smaller operations and residential irrigation as well. Spoon-feeding nutrients into the landscape has big advantages. 1. Plants respond better to slow fertilization. 2. Roots grow deeper and spread out. 3. Plants become more resistant to disease, pests, and drought. 4. Unlike granular fertilizer, liquid fertilizer can be absorbed through the leaf as well as the root. 5. Fertigation significantly reduces the amount of labor needed to apply nutrients. People tend to overuse granular chemicals initially, and later it falls below minimum efficacy before reapplication. Likewise, pest control has many of the same benefits. 1. Using an irrigation system allows for consistent, even control without weekly monitoring and reapplication by an operator. 2. Application can be tailored for the individual site, with treatments easily increased or decreased based on infestation. 3. Simply running a manual irrigation cycle can activate additional applications for special events. Chemigation has been used for over 5 decades and is an accepted method for plant feeding and health maintenance. Like irrigation, it was developed for agriculture, moved into golf and large turf applications, and is now finding its way into small commercial and residential applications. Chemigation allows more work to be done with less manpower. The chemicals can be applied quickly, more cheaply, and more efficiently. Finally, this frees operators to serve more customers and provide more services. Consider chemigation as your treatment solution and experience the benefits yourself.